In this video, we want to go ahead and set ourselves up to where we actually grab and hold a firearm. So we're going to use the example M4 just to kind of get us up and going. Is there not a begin play in here? Nope. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab begin play in our character here, and we're going to simply do a spawn actor of the example M4. So M4. And transform doesn't matter because we're going to snap it and attach it. So we're just going to always spawn, ignore collisions. And over here, we're going to do attach to component. And the component is going to be our character mesh. Then for the socket, IK hand gun, snap. We can ignore the scale, but we just want to basically snap it. So at that point, we're going to grab our shooter pawn component, set held actor, and that is going to be our example M4. So we press play, and we can see here, because we have a held actor, we now have our basically our IK, working. So it's going to keep putting us in the T pose, and that's due to the IK hand bones. So for example, if I were to disable these three, so we're playing just this pose, you can see it's attached all the way over here. And that's due to these animations needing correction. So this is the main reason I wanted to use this as well, is because it's about as worst case you can get, because usually at least they'll have the IK hand bone follow the hand, so you can just, offset it a little bit and you're good to go. But in this case, no. So we're going to go to our idle animation. So it's idle rifle hip. I actually want to switch this out to idle rifle iron sights, like so, just to get a better overall picture in my opinion. So basically this is going to be, our holding the M4. So we're going to open that animation up, and if we go to the skeleton tree and select IK hand gun, you can see it is in the A pose, likewise with the two hand bones. So we want to correct these, and I do have a control rig to help with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to hand R, we're going to add a socket, and we're just going to add a preview asset to it. So I do have a M4 for socket positioning that I use, basically this guy. And the goal here is to just get it roughly aligned. Because again, this is for the sake of tutorial. That's pretty close. I think it's too far to the... Yeah, it was quite a bit. Send it again. Alright, I think that looks pretty decent. It could probably be rotated down a bit. So we're going to go to the side view, and it's definitely pointed up. So we'll rotate this down some, about like so. So it's still going to be pointed down a little bit. All right, so the main thing we wanted to do was we just wanted to get these values here. That's the only reason, because we're going to use control rig to correct it. All right, so I'm going to close these down and go to control rig. Here we have one for UE4. I don't know if this will work, if I can import the animation. Yeah, I kind of figured. So I'm basically going to have to show you how to create it. So that's completely fine. What we're going to do is under, get rid of that, tutorial, we're going to make a new folder called control rig. Inside here, we're going to right click, go to animation, control rig, control rig, control rig again, and we're going to do CR underscore tutorial Manny correction. We can open this up, go to import hierarchy under rig hierarchy, and we're going to select the Manny. So that's going to be the Anim Starter Pack Manny. Press OK. And now we go back and we open up the examples. We have a function here. So I'm going to grab both of these, copy, and paste, and press OK. So we can plug that in. Guessing it didn't copy the variable, but we're going to go ahead and paste the variable. And plug it in like so. Now inside of here, we have pretty much everything in theory that should be fine. So the only thing that we want to do though is we want to select the socket offset and paste the values in here. So back in our animation, we're going to copy and paste the relative location and rotation into the socket offset of the control rig. So now we can drag it out. We have the animation. We have all of our animations. So again, it's idle underscore rifle underscore iron sight, this guy here. And we're going to make this the same length. And all we have to do is hit the right click, bake animation sequence, and I'll put it in content. So press OK. You can leave it defaults for pretty much everything else. And here we have our new animation. The only difference is now when we select IK handgun, you can see it is positioned where the socket is, and IK hand R and IK hand L are where they're supposed to be, which is at the hand positions. So it basically corrected, well, everything for us. So we're going to use this animation. We're going to bring it into tutorial. In the animation folder, I'm going to have a new folder called sequences. And I just want to put it inside of there. So we're going to rename this one A underscore M4 underscore idle. Or better yet, A underscore tutorial underscore M4 idle. And that's going to be our new idle animation. So we're going to go back to our animation blueprint. Whoops. And this is going to be our new animation. So now when I press play, you can see we actually are holding the firearm. I need to go ahead and get rid of sequencer, and hopefully that did not just crash. Sweet. So we can delete, close, and we're good to go. So now let's get a rough idea on what it's actually going to look like. So we're going to select the primary animation layer. Right. So we are going to different poses when we perform that. So we're going to have to work on the lower body split basically at some point. So to correct this for now, we're just going to bypass our locomotion. So we're going to play nothing on the lower body. But we are now seeing another issue, primarily because I forgot to plug these back in. So now it should follow like so. So as you can see, look up, look down, you're leaning, and all that works just fine. There is a problem with the left hand, and I already know what that is, and that is due to the offhand IK. So that'll be in another video to kind of fix. So I'll make that just a very short one. But we are off to a pretty decent start. We have a lot of the procedurals and a lot of stuff just kind of working right out of the box. All right. So we have that set up. I want to fix the offhand IK in another video just to kind of show you an example. And probably actually, I'm going to keep them separate. So we'll do them as separate. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.